There are a ton of myths about option trading out there. And today I'm going to expose the biggest lies that you've heard about option trading that are holding you back from truly profiting in this space. Now I get it, you've probably heard tons of things like options are too risky, or you have to be a professional, or you whatever, this and that, it's gambling. Well, today I'm about to show you that all of those lies are lies. And take it from me, I'm not just someone that is like made a couple $1,000s or trades prop firms. I trade real cash, have real profits. This is my Weeble, this is my Robinhood. And this is over the last 3 years, so average that out, that's how much I'm making. Take it from me, I'm an actual profitable trader, it's not just bullcrap. So let's uncover the truth, let's level up your game, let's get right into it. All right, the first and biggest lie is people think you need a lot of money to trade. That's not true. All you need is 25,000. I'm joking. You don't need $25,000 to trade. On a margin account, yes, you do. So it's like when you open up a Robinhood, a Weeble, any brokerage account, you need $25,000 to trade. Unless you're on a cash account. If you switch over to a cash account, you can trade as many times as you want with whatever balance you have in your account. So you can have $500 in an account and you can take trades. With that, you can make money. The misconception is people think you need a lot of money to make money. Yes, it's easier, but no, you don't need a lot of money to make money. It's going to be less, of course, because you're trading with less, but you're still able to make money. Now, just don't go out there and try to chase home runs and lose $500 over and over and over again, because that will add up. If you have $500 in your account, try making $5 to $10, $15 a day. Don't go for, $500. Don't try to double up every single time, because you will end up losing your money. Instead, focus on building habits early on, so that way when you do have $25,000, those 10, 15 percenters go from $50 a day to $1,000 to $2,500 a day. That's when you really start making money, but you have to learn the habits first. Start small. You don't need 25,000. Just get started. Another thing that many people tell me all the time is, isn't options gambling? Well, off rip, you tell them you think the market's gonna go up or down, I'm gonna make my prediction. Yes, that's gambling. If you're just jumping into the market assuming it's gonna go your way, hope trading, that's gambling. But guys, historically over time, the market has continued to climb 10% year over year. Obviously, yes, we have years like 2022 or COVID, but those are just buying opportunities. And I would say right now is one of the greatest buying opportunities we're gonna have for a long time. And if we go lower, who cares? Add more. If I were to visualize it for you, the market was up here at one point, right? It's a healthy retracement. So whether you buy here, it doesn't matter. Eventually the market's gonna go back up and higher because it's gonna grow over time with inflation. So when you think about it in that sense, of course, when you're day trading, just buying into up and down every single day, not having a single clue what the market's doing, that's gambling. So if you understand economics, financial literacy, etc., it's gonna be a lot easier for you to understand the market. Just have to take your time with the market to be able to understand it. Know that it's gonna grow historically over time. So if it's coming down, don't be scared. It's a buying opportunity. And with the mindset of everything being a gamble, it's like, if I'm gonna risk anything, at least I'm gonna risk trying to make money, because overall it's working, right? Yes, I'll take losses short term, but long term, my wins add up, my losses are minuscule. You're gonna be fine as long as you're using proper risk management. If you're putting your entire bankroll into one trade every single day, inevitably you're gonna lose. Focus on your risk. You don't need a lot of money to start. As long as you understand what the market's doing, you'll be fine. Another big lie is that you have to be an expert to trade. Guys, this is absolutely not true. You do not have to be an expert to trade. That's ridiculous. It's like all you have to do is download Robinhood, Weeble, Interactive Brokers, whatever. It's like whatever's available to you. Robinhood is my favorite. Weeble also just added instant withdrawals and deposits, so it makes it a lot easier now, more accessible to anybody. You can literally Apple Pay your balance into Robinhood. It's that easy, right? So it's like you do not have to be an expert. Anybody can do this. This is probably what scares people, is the fact that you can do this on your own. You don't have to have a typewriter. You don't have to have a fax machine anymore. It's like we don't live in those ages anymore. It's available right here on your phone. That's the crazy part, is you can do everything from home. You don't need a huge setup. I didn't have a huge setup like this until I started making money in the markets. It's available to you right now on your phone. Robinhood, Weeble, it's that easy. So that's another huge lie. You don't have to be an expert. You can quite literally start learning right now. I mean, that being said, let me show you some examples of trades that we've taken. Okay, this trade right here is a very simple one, right? So the market moved up, it created a gap, right? And if you don't understand what a gap is just when price moves up overnight. So it made a move up overnight like this. It was downtrending and it started breaking highs, broke this high, broke this high. Once you have highs being broken, you are no longer in a downtrend, right? Overall, yes, on the larger picture, we're in a downtrend, but in between here, we're not in a downtrend. So it's like, you just gotta measure and pay attention to what the market's doing in between certain levels. Because if you break a downtrend here, you want to target the previous highs. I'm not saying we're going to completely reverse and go to all-time highs, but we are reversing. We can target, levels up here. I targeted the gap, and this is the trade that we took, right? So my strategy is always, first step, wait for levels to be broken. Second step, fair value gap. 3, risk to reward. 4 will be entry, exit. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So 1, we're waiting on levels to be broken. We already broke highs right here and there, right? Boom, those highs are broken. If I were to mark this high right here, you can see that we failed to get above it early in the morning, and then we broke through it with a fair value gap. So wait for levels to be broken. 2, fair value gap. 3, you're gonna set your risk to reward, right? So most people would want to target the gap immediately. Ignore my colors, I have them reversed just because. So pretend this is green. The idea is that if I set my stop loss the opposite way, the actual way I'm trying to go, I'm gonna get stopped out. So this is my stop loss, right? Obviously, we broke our level, we have our fair value gap. Our first exit's gonna be high a day. Always gonna be high a day. That's our TP1, right? This is where most people always ask me, where am I going to leave my runners? You always say trim your position, sell more than half of your position. Where do I sell at? You want to sell at high of day, and then you want to let your runners do the rest of it. Because look, by the end of the day, it did climb, but you never expect that, right? You just want the small move. We already made the move, the home run people want to catch whenever they just buy calls and hope it goes their way. Yes, it's like, congratulations, but more times than not, if you have a day like this where it just sits sideways, you're gonna lose. So you want to wait for the move that's for sure. It's like we broke levels, we made a fair value gap, we can scalp this here. This is a trade that we took. I'm not looking for the huge home runs. I'm just looking for like the for sure moves. I can play heavy, get my 10-15%, and I'm out of there, right? Because obviously, it's like when you have a $500 account, you're gonna be making 50 to $100 maybe, so it doesn't feel like a lot. But if you build a habit of taking your 10-15%, getting these for sure moves, you can never go wrong, because eventually you're going to have $10, $15, $25,000 to play with, and now you're making thousands of dollars a day. With a $10,000 account, 4 trades a month, you're making $4,000 a month. That's a salary that can replace your job, so it's like, this is not very difficult. Yes, it looks like a new language. It's like learning a new language. It's going to be hard to understand at first, but these are things that you don't have to relearn twice. It just takes practice. It's like riding a bike. Once you hop on the bike and you learn how to ride it, it's like you're not going to forget how to do this, right? So it's like, even though you don't have the money now, in the future, you're going to be able to trade. So it's that simple. Anyways, guys, those were the biggest lies that you've been told about option trading. And then I also just gave you an example on how you can make your money. It's not that difficult. It takes a lot of patience, yes, but you will get it down inevitably. But there you have it. It's been Decrypt. I'm out of here. Doses.